Tonight, on a special edition of Evening, take Washington's tastiest road trip. See into space at the biggest public telescope in the world. Wow. And discover the Disney-inspired small-town store bringing a bit of magic to the Northwest. Best Northwest Escape, sponsored by Visit Lake Chelan.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us for our Best Northwest Escapes special. I'm Kim Holcomb alongside St. Brian and Jim Dever.
Well, how do you do? We are at the grill at Chambers Bay Golf Course. Winner for Best Golf Course. Now, even if you've never picked up a club,
that would be me.
You can still come on out and enjoy the view.
Yeah, there's a great 3-mile hike that you can go on, and you might have to after you see the next story because it involves 2 winners. They're both on Stevens Pass on the way to Leavenworth. Welcome to the Stevens Pass Pig Out.
Our Stevens Pass Pig Out begins with a stop at the place you voted Best Roadside Restaurant, the always popular 59er Diner.
It's simple food, but it's made with the freshest ingredients, and we go out of our way to have fun.
Fun was the last thing on owner Joe Canada's mind in the summer of 2016, when the diner burned to the ground.
I remember walking through the rubble of the old diner and just sifting through things.
But dressed as his hero Elvis, Joe led a comeback tour, and the shiny diner, the waitresses named Flo, and most importantly, all the customers have returned.
They only come once or twice a year, but they always stop every single time, and they always stop and say hi.
And most of them order milkshakes. There are 20 flavors, and the 59er keeps count of each and every milkshake sold.
They also keep a running tally of milkshakes sold online. This is the 14,276 milkshakes sold this year. 277, 278. What can I say? I'm hungry.
These are shakes made thick enough to be eaten. Good luck using a straw, kid.
The milkshake machine guy comes every year and tries to sell me a soft serve machine like McDonald's has that can pour the shake out. I just send them away every year and say, no, we got to hand scoop them.
These have to be milkshakes that you eat.
Yep.
As much as drink.
Yep, you gotta eat your shake. Yep.
10 miles east, we pull over at the Alps Candy Shop. Your pick for best treat stop.
We make about 300 products here in store. Yeah, down in our little kitchen.
That's where we meet Matthew Wilson, candy maker, hot sauce saucier, and recipient of some of the best kept secret recipes in the state.
How do you manage to stay as fit as you are when you are surrounded by all this goodness?
I do not, actually. I'm prone to snacking.
Upstairs, you'll find 30 kinds of homemade fudge, their famous peanut butter crunch, and all kinds of sauces. Downstairs, Candyland comes to life. It's where nostalgia meets fun, and brands that make you go, really? Oh, and candy cigarettes.
Seems like you have so many different kinds of candy here that I could put like just 2 nouns together and you would have that. Like hammer truck.
No.
Turtle moccasin.
No.
Unicorn yak.
We have that. We have that upstairs in our soda room.
It's true. You'll find it next to Kitty Piddle, Worm Ooze, and Farrah Fawcett Cream Soda.
They're all funny names, but they have really good flavors.
Where's the health food, you ask? Well, this popcorn is made with apples, and we're getting pickle-flavored saltwater taffy. Some road trips are just better when you can pig out.
You know, they say that pickle juice is actually supposed to be healthful, so maybe I'm gonna call it a health food. Yes?
Yeah, well, I don't like pickles.
Oh.
So I had to wash that saltwater taffy down with some unicorn yak.
Okay, that does not sound...
That sounds
Better than it sounds.
Okay.
Boy, that's really awful. But if you would like to see the list of winners, go to king5evening.com, or you can text the word escapes to 206-448-4545. Okay, now let's take to the high seas. Arr! If hot tubs float your boat, the winner of our best boat rental category will make you very happy.
All of this exists because we came up with this silly idea.
The Hot Tub Boats Company has been bringing a relaxing soak to Seattle's Lake Union for more than a decade, thanks to owner and inventor Adam Karpensky.
Yeah, it was a cold Seattle wet winter, and this kind of popped into our heads.
Back in 2011, the skilled wooden boat builder and his friends thought a floating, navigable hot tub would be a kick.
There was probably some drinks being imbibed.
The boat's gonna be the hot tub, and the hot tub is gonna be the boat.
So they built one.
Looking at it as the boat builder, not just get it done.
Yeah. The first one took less than 2 months from start to finish.
I think I had more energy then than I do now.
When his webpage for the project topped 30,000 visitors in one day, he knew he was onto something.
Wasn't really a question to me. People were like, well, what are you gonna do with that? I was like, people will rent it. I didn't know how many people would want to rent it and how quickly they would want to rent it.
Hot Tub Boats was born, and this boat builder found himself building a buoyant business.
Learned how to wear a lot of hats.
The company has crafted dozens of hot tub boats for their Lake Union-based rental service and for private owners with a flair for the unconventional.
To have so many people see something you've built is a wonderful feeling.
Great idea and catchy theme song.
It's gonna be stuck in my head. It's an earworm.
It's good. Well, Hot Tub Boats is on West Lake Union, and guess who's on Bainbridge Island? It's Jose with your choice for best roadside attraction.
You might drive right past this roadside attraction, so look for the clues and follow the path to find Pia the Peacekeeper, one of 5 giant trolls made by local volunteers, and Denmark artist Thomas Dambo.
I hope that when people see the trolls, they'll smile, and then I hope that they will look at it and think like, wow, could a bunch of volunteers and a semi-good artist really make all of that out of some junk here from Seattle?
Pia is making people smile from all over the world. Fina lives in Seattle. Her parents are visiting from Indonesia, and they are on a troll hunt.
This is our second troll.
With hands big enough to wrap around anyone who needs a troll hug, Pia the Peacekeeper is doing her job.
So what do you think? Is it, yeah, it's beautiful. Amazing. And especially it's try to make like everyone in peace, right? Like, yeah.
Okay, Jose actually got a hug from Pia. Check this out.
Oh, that is
Isn't
very
that
cute.
sweet?
Yeah, sweet.
Your choice for best small town store is actually in my favorite small town in the state. It's where my in-laws live, up in beautiful Skagit County, Sedro-Woolley.
Technically, this is Metcalf Street. But inside this shop, it's like Main Street at the happiest place on earth.
It's really important to me that it feels like Disneyland, because I just want to go there all the time.
It's meant a lot to Erica's whole family for generations, dating back to this 1964 map of the park.
And it has the Skyway buckets where my grandpa proposed to my grandma.
The magic lives on with Erica and her kids, and she created the happiest teas on earth as a tribute shop, sharing phrases of hope.
One of my most favorite is Look for the Good, and that is inspired by Pollyanna. The other one is Think of the Happiest Things, inspired from Peter Pan.
Scented candles spark fragrance memories.
It smells exactly like the churros.
Kim needs a churro. Get this woman a churro.
But is it edible? Because I will try.
You can eat the complimentary fresh buttered popcorn and look for the hidden Mickeys.
It's that direction.
I see it.
You do see it?
I don't see it.
What one do you think Mima would like?
Here, you don't just go shopping.
That one? That's perfect.
You escape. That's exactly what Erica wants. She believes there's power in choosing joy.
When you're dwelling on things that are negative and bring you down, it just keeps getting heavier and heavier. But if we can choose to think about what is good, it really does lift our hearts and our mood. And that affects everyone around us too.
Like-minded customers have come from as far away as California and Canada.
And then even just being from Seattle to me is a big deal to drive, like you today, to drive all the way up just to come see us. It's like, it's crazy, but I'm really grateful. kindness is not dead. It still exists and there's so many good people. Those are the little things that make people remember, like we're all in this together.
Thank you for coming. See you real soon.
You may have also discovered the best laugh in the Northwest.
It's true. Erica is joy personified. And hey, I have a couple of lunch recommendations. You can find yourself in Woolley. Okay. Cascade Pizza is great, and also Skagit Valley Burgers Express.
Up next, the stunning spot you picked for best night sky viewing. And from tide to table, at the best seafood spot with fans worldwide.
We live in Shanghai, so that we don't get to eat this very much.
Evening's Best Northwest Escapes is sponsored by Visit Lake Chelan, brought to you by the Lake Chelan Chamber.
Welcome back to our Best Northwest Escape special from The Grill at Chambers Bay.
You know, fans of astronomy will find no better night sky view than the one you voted for in South Central Washington. Beneath a sky untouched by the light of urban sprawl, Goldendale Observatory is a window to the universe, built purely for the joy of discovery.
There's something about this, and it surprises people and kind of shakes them out of their mundane lives.
Troy Carpenter is the observatory administrator.
So for me, it's important because it's one of the few things in life where people go, wow.
More than 50 years ago, 4 amateur astronomers came looking for a place to house their custom-made 24.5-inch telescope.
And Goldendale became the donor town because the town expressed willingness to build a facility around it and use it for public education.
It's one of the largest telescopes in the world available to the general public.
A telescope of that size would ordinarily be used for research.
Wow.
It's very special that when you look through the eyepiece, the photons of light you're seeing actually came from space.
In 1981, the site became a state park.
And it's been a state park ever since.
The observatory recently underwent a major renovation.
We made some big changes. We actually tore the whole place down.
Now, the reconstructed facility welcomes 30,000 to 40,000 visitors a year.
Visitation has literally quadrupled.
Each reserving their spot for a one-of-a-kind journey through the universe.
We're not just looking at the stars here, we're actually learning about them and the objects that we look at through the telescopes. Learning and knowing. Astronomy is enormous because the universe is enormous.
That time-lapse footage is amazing stuff.
Yeah. Well, Troy, who runs the observatory, is an avid photographer. He's really good at that. You should, here, I'll show you right now. Take a look at some of the stuff he caught during the aurora. Isn't it amazing?
Wow.
Yeah, really great photographer. Now, if you want to go visit the Goldendale Observatory, you want to make sure you get a reservation.
Okay.
You can do that online, and we have the link on our website, king5evening.com.
If you don't have a reservation, they'll be
They
like...
will turn you away.
Okay. Well, we don't want you to turn away from your next winner. You chose Best Seafood Stop at a place that is near Bo Edison along a beautiful scenic byway.
A hairpin turn along Chuckanet Drive spans Oyster Creek, which flows down to Samish Bay, and a place raising shellfish from tide to table for more than a century.
We are at Taylor Shellfish, Samish Bay, right off Chuckanet Drive. We grow oysters, clams, and gooey duck, and we also serve them. So it's a kind of a unique experience for people to come here and dine on oysters and also see where they're grown and the process of harvesting them.
This seafood stop is a working farm, planting and growing shellfish in these pristine waters, and growing a worldwide fan base.
Oh, this place is fantastic. We're actually from Canada. Yeah, but we live in Shanghai, so that we don't get to eat this very much. So it's very good. And the view.
Yeah, the view. Like getting oysters from Washington and saying, oh, they grew right out here. It's like it's as fresh as it gets.
One of the reasons for that freshness, the oysters, clams, and gooey duck they grow here don't leave the sea after they're harvested.
This is water that's pumped in from Samish Bay, so all the oysters are kept live and as fresh as possible for serving.
The most popular order here is the Shucker's Dozen, a variety of raw oysters served with cocktail sauce, mignonette, and Thai hot sauce. On weekends, the line gets long and the shucking crew works hard.
We'll do over 1,000 people on a busy Saturday, shucking about 2,000 to 3,000 oysters a day.
Even if you're not an oyster lover, a visit to Taylor Shellfish Samish Bay will fill you up on scenery. And if this is your idea of a perfect meal, this is the place to live that phrase. When the tide's out, the table's set.
True story, that is where I learned to love oysters.
Oh.
Truly. During the summer, it's great, but they also have these parties in the winter where you can go and collect your own shellfish from the beach.
Up next, the best summer camp that's been making memories for more than a century.
We have kids that come back year after year.
And later, we'll reveal the winner of the $5,000 getaway to Lake Chelan.
We're revealing every winner in our Best Northwest Escapes viewers poll here at the Grill at Chambers Bay. This is the kind of day that when people ask me, where are you going this summer? This kind of day makes me say, nowhere. I'm staying right here. Why would you go anywhere?
These are crunchy.
They are.
Let's check out our next Escapes category. It's for Best Summer Camp, and the place that you picked is one of the oldest in the state.
The camp of our dreams, where the ocean just ripples and sparkles and keeps.
It's a place that has been making memories for over a century.
We are at Camp Sealth, and we are on Vashon Island. We were formed in 1920. The first summer took place on Blake Island, formed by Campfire. In 1921, Campfire bought this particular property for $7,000. At the time, it was about 150 acres that they bought, and they've been running camp here ever since. It was originally a girls-only camp owned by Campfire Girls, and then in 1978, we opened it up for all young people.
Today, Camp Sealth is busier than ever, with different programs set up throughout the year.
We have kids that come back year after year. We have generations of families that have been coming back to Camp Sealth year after year.
And when the camp's location is in a setting like this, it's easy to see why they return.
I think the most beautiful thing about it is that they get to connect with nature. Being able to be in a space like this and enjoy the healing powers that nature has to offer, I think is something that all kids should be able to experience.
Now that makes me want to go to camp.
Well, you can, because every September they offer a 3-day summer camp that is for adults only, and you can actually sign up for that right now.
That sounds like trouble.
It could be.
Okay.
Welcome back to our Best Northwest Escape special from the Grill at Chambers Bay.
Oh, cheers to that.
There you go.
Yes. Our category Best Small Town Festival has 2 contenders. I think it's time for a smackdown. Your choice for Best Small Town Festival, the Squim Lavender Festival. And your choice for Best Small Town Festival, Skagit Valley Tulip Fest. Uh-oh, looks like we have a tie. So, it's lavender versus tulips.
Well, how do you choose?
Time to get an unbiased, tie-breaking decision from the masses. Does anyone have a strong opinion about tulips?
For me, lavender.
1 point for lavender. People who like tulips have something wrong with them, is what you're saying. They're criminals.
Also.
They're criminals. They're bad people.
Not really, because I love tulip also, but
You heard it here first. People who like tulips are bad people.
I love tulips. I feel really strongly about tulips. My daughter feels very strongly about lavender. So there's a bit of a in-house debate about it. It's a contentious issue for sure. So
you feel very strongly about it, don't you? Yeah, I thought so. Do you have any strong opinions about tulips? No. You do not? More of a lavender guy? What do you have against lavender?
The scent.
Too much?
Yes.
It's too much?
Yes.
No, they're both very nice. And you want to know something that's rare?
Yeah.
They tell the truth.
The flowers tell the truth.
They tell the truth.
You just have to listen.
But I don't understand their language, do you?
No, I'm not sure I understand yours.
I like tulips.
I'm going to say lavender.
Okay, time to finally choose a winner. So I've been sent here, because I guess I'm the lowest ranking person on staff. I've been sent here to break the tie.
Tulips, 100%.
Yeah, lavender.
What's wrong with a tie?
Okay, so in summary, it is a tie.
It is a tie.
Okay.
They both finish together.
Together.
At the
No
Equal.
winner.
No.
win.
Go visit both of them, is what we're saying. So you can see the Lavender Festival in July and the Tulip Festival in April.
Right, do both. Why not?
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us for our Best Northwest Escapes special. If you want to see the complete list of winners, you can go to king5evening.com or text ESCAPES to 206-448-4545. Did I get that right?
You got it right.
Okay.
And now we have one more winner to reveal. A big congratulations to Arlie Ruiz, who won a Chelan getaway worth $5,000 just for voting.
That is so exciting. Thank you also for voting and for watching. And now get out there and enjoy yourself. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Really? Still with the clap?
Yeah.